Now, as you probably noticed, this was fucking phenomenal. The wick over here, right in there, I needed the consequent encroachment, and my stop is just above that. See that? And I added to a fair value gap right in here. And I was selling short near the high of the 612 fair value gap. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's being shown in this little tiny little piece of fractal price action. I'd like to see this area in here be treated as inversion. And then quickly target the sell side below those lows. I'd like to see this area here stay open. See that nice gap down here? That's a volume, I'm sorry, it's a vacuum block just formed. Roll to stop to cover costs. It's normal to trade back up into that gap that it created. I don't want to see it trade above that orange box. I want to see it stay towards the lower end of it. It can wick into the upper half of it, but I want to see it remain lower than with the bodies. Okay, so we did a complete closure. So we redelivered to the high of that candle's low. So it would need to giddy up and go if it wants to drop down in that sell side. Anything more outside of that is not interesting for me. Worst case scenario, consequent encouragement of that wick right there. I'd rather it didn't do that. see how the inversion fair value gap, the body stopped at the upper quadrant of that orange box? I want to see it lose ground here and leave energetically and attack that low right there. Once it takes that low out, I'll drop the stop down to just above the orange box because I would not want to see it trade back above that. Girls, settle down. Now there's a volume imbalance inside that lower half. I apologize, they're just crazy right now. Hey, they just got that eaten. They got a sugar rush. Not that we feed them candy bars or anything. Hey, little girls. Scout. Come here. Listen to you guys. Come. Scout. Bed. What are you sniffing for? You know exactly what it is. Good girl, Piper. Listen to them. They sound like animals, don't they? All right, so we came up into that volume imbalance. And now it'd be really nice to see it leave that little volume imbalance there as an indication it's weak and then drive aggressively below that short-term low I just mentioned. I'm interested in seeing taken out. That right here. The volume imbalance is right there. Now, can you imagine? Can you imagine if I was willing to do this on a day-by-day basis? I could literally sell this access for $1,000 a month and people would clamor to pay for it. If you get good at this, you can literally run a signal service but not teach. Don't go through the process of outlining everything I'm showing you here. Just do the signals. Just explain that what you want to see happen in price. This is what I want to see. Next level here. But don't draw any attention because if you teach them how to do it, they won't use you for a signal service. And you have a secondary income. All right, so let's roll that stop. Okay, so now, worst case scenario, I leave with 1610. Less commissions. You're hearing all the ambiance in the morning. You're hearing the dishwasher running. You're hearing the laundry room door being left open by my wife. Moving around throughout the kitchen area. We have the two youngest pups, kennels, in the dining room area towards, there's I don't know what you would call that area over there. But we have this big old wooden hutch that takes a lot of space up there. And Bailey's bed lays in front of that. And then we have the two kennels, one on either side of it. And as long as they can see me, they don't freak out. But if I leave their sight, and my wife or Sonny here, they go crazy, start howling and barking and carrying on, have separation anxiety. I'm going to take 2 off there, simply because we're below below that low there. And if it takes out that other low right there, and it didn't film me. It didn't film me. I was trying to take another 2 off right below that low, but it didn't do it. So let me just do it right here. It's still good enough. That way I don't need it to go to these lows, trading inside the range. That was my chance to do what I was just trying to do. Come on, honey. Drive down there and tap into that 465s. But what many of you don't realize is, even if you don't want to live stream or something like that, you can create a little community all by yourself, not teaching my stuff, but using what you learn here, and you can give guidance over price action, and you're not technically selling signals, but you're going to outline price in real time if that's what you want to do. I'm not saying it's for everyone, obviously, but I know I could make millions of dollars a month easily, and shut everybody down. I don't have the interest in it. I don't want to be in front of the charts that much. I don't want to be obligated to anybody. Like, I love the fact that you are all charter members, and that charter membership payment for the ones outside of 2016 group, because they didn't have to pay for that. Every other group that was after that, they had to pay the charter membership, which is the access. Like this is the ongoing, but it's at my discretion. It's at my discretion. It's my scheduling. It's when I want to do it, which makes it fun for me. When I come in and I feel like, number one, the time isn't appreciated, or I get assholes in here because sometimes they still talk out their ass. I'm like, you know what? Let's spend a little bit of time away from them, because absence makes the heart grow fonder. But I can make lots of money. Lots and lots of money. Just giving guidance over price action. And what most of these individuals out there like to believe, because they can't sleep at night, knowing that what you're learning and who you're learning from is capable. But I'm not obligated. Like, I'm not obligated to do any of this stuff. But if you learn how to do it, if you get good at it and you're consistent with it, there is a monetized audience at your fingertips any single time you want to do it. You don't have to do it for long term. Like, if you need to get out of debt, you want to get a down payment on a house, you need to buy a car, just say, hey, look, I'm going to start a campaign. I'm going to show you what I can do, and make it public for people to see it. That way they can get hooked. Once they understand that, hey, look, this person knows what they're doing, well, then what do you think is going to happen when you say, here's what's required if you want to be a part of it, and it's only going to last this long? And be sincere about it. If that's all you're trying to do, is try to raise money to pay off some kind of debt or get a house down payment, or even a house, because believe me, there's huge amounts of money for people that want to sit down. If you, as my students, know how to do this correctly, there's an enormous inquiry that comes into my email box every single week. Please, can you turn me on to one of your good students, one of your better students, one that wants to, give me signals, basically. But I don't want you thinking you're giving signals, because it kind of like puts you on the line for repercussions. If someone loses money, you don't want that. That's why when we did this mentorship, I was teaching price action. That's not trade advice. That's not me telling you when to get in to make money, and if you lose, then you can say, well, ICT made me lose money. No, ICT didn't make you lose shit. Just like I didn't make you lose money, I didn't make you make money. It's your responsibility. Absolutely 100% your responsibility. So you have to be careful, how you conduct yourself. But when you get good at it, you'll feel what it's like to know that you don't have to dance for these fucking clowns. Like, you don't need to answer any of their questions. None of that shit. It's just perfect.